Alright guys, so we have our HTML and CSS complete. Now we're going to implement Sass. So we're going to start with variables. We have quite a few things that we can add as variables so that we can add customization for later. So let's start with fonts. Okay, so let's create a variable called main font, and that's going to be the family. We'll set it to Arial. And then the headings are going to have a different font. So we'll say heading font. Set that to Tahoma. Let's set the font size to 16 pixels. And the font color is going to be dark gray. Okay, next will be the color scheme. So we're going to have a main color. That's going to be that purple color, which is the hexadecimal value of 1C, 1B, 3A. Okay, then we'll have a secondary, and that's going to be black. Okay, now when we have the hover, I want it to just slightly lighten. I don't want to set a whole separate variable for hover colors. So what we can do is let's create a variable called main color tinted, and we're going to add the mix function here, or the mixin, which takes in one color, which will be white. Next color will be the main color, and then we want the percentage, which I'm just going to say 10%. Okay, then we'll copy that, and let's do the same thing for the secondary. Okay. Now let's see, let's do MISC, and this is where we'll have actually we don't call it this, they all relate to the dimensions, so we'll call it dimensions. Okay, so let's say template width, and that's going to be 80%. Then we'll have showcase height, which will be 400 pixels, and we'll have the icon size, which is going to be 60 pixels. Alright, so there are our variables. So let's go ahead and implement them. Let's make sure we have no errors. Okay. Now for the main font, we're going to put that right here. Okay, main font, and then we have the heading font, which we're going to put right here. Okay, the font size will go here, and the font color will go here. Okay, now for the color scheme, we're going to add this. We're going to add the main color in a few different places. So let's copy it, and we're going to put this. This is the purple color. So we want, let's see, the button A is going to get the main color, so we'll put it there. And let's see, section A, let's see, the icon color, I'm going to do that as well. And I think that's it. Now for the hover effects for the buttons, let's add that. So we're going to say button A hover, and also button B hover. Okay, so let's see. Actually, I'm sorry, these are going to get their own styles, not the same one. Alright, so button A, hover, we're going to say background, and that's going to get the main color tinted. Okay, and then this one will get secondary color tinted. Alright, let's go ahead and save that. And now you'll see when I hover over them, it gets the 10% lighter color. Now for the nav bar up here, I want to do the same kind of thing here. I want it to be the main color, but the main color itself is too dark, so we're just going to add a percentage to it. So let's go to right here where we have the color, where we have hover and active, and we're going to set this to mix. Let's say white and main color, and I'm going to do 40%. Okay, so let's save that, and now you'll see up here we have the main color, but it's lighter. Alright, so that looks good. Now for the secondary color, we're going to add those. So we have the header background, we want to change that to secondary. Let's see, where else do we have black? Right here, the showcase H1 background color. And button B will have the secondary. Is that it? No, the footer should also have secondary. So let's save that, reload, and it should look the exact same. So I think we're just about there as far as variables. Now we have these dimensions. Let's see the template width. That will just go in one place. So that's going to go in the container. Template width, showcase height. I'm going to grab that and put that right here. And then for the showcase container height, we're going to put this here as well, but we want to add 100 to it. Like that. Okay, now the icon size should be the last variable. So we're going to put that down in the FA class right here. Alright, so let's save that, make sure everything still looks good. Now let's test some of these out. So let's say main font, change to Verdana, and we'll change this to, we'll say Arial. Okay, so the font should change. Okay, that works. Put it back. Say we want to change the font size to, I don't know, 22. That works. Font color, let's say red. Horrible choice, but just to test it out, that works. Alright, now for the color schemes, I actually have some other color schemes that look pretty nice. So I'm going to paste those in. We'll put it right here. So let's grab that and we'll save it. And you can see how easy it is to change the entire look of the template. So even if you were making templates just to sell them, this is a nice feature for your clients to have. They can just easily, they can really easily change things around. See, there's a red version. Alright, and the color schemes are endless, really. Purple. Alright, so I'm just going to put it back to the original. Alright, now the dimensions, let's say we wanted to change this to 50%, maybe for tablet devices or something. Okay, that's good. Showcase height, maybe we want to make that bigger. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Icon size, let's make sure that works. And there we go, so everything's working. Now it's a very customizable template. Now I do want to put the variables in a separate file in a partial, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. So SCSS, we're going to create a new document and we're going to call it underscore variables.scss. Alright, let's open that up, and then we're just going to grab all this, cut it, paste it in there, save it, and then we should be able to do import variables.scss. Okay, reload, and everything still works. Good. So in the next video, we're going to optimize this even further, and we're going to use nesting and also an extend.